Welcome to Kiwiradio.nz, your weekly showcase of what's independent, what's alternative, and what's new coming from Aotearoa. Tonight we have Robots in Love, who merge heavy riffs with driving electronics to create their powerhouse cyber rock sound. We have Eleanor on the phone, as believe, with the band as well. Hello, Eleanor. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
How's things?
Really good. We're in Otipoti.
Is the band with you?
Yes, we have Alex and Tony.
How's it going? How are you?
Fellas, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Describe to the radio listeners where you are and what it all looks like. Are you at a band practice or?
We're in my studio and we're in the process of mixing all the tracks for our new album.
That's exciting. That's very cool. Congratulations.
Yes. And it's going to have so many different genres.
That's pretty cool. I've been listening to your music, so I'm keen to hear what the new album will be all about. Are you going to be playing it at the upcoming weekend shows?
We certainly will.
Nice. Maybe tell us a little bit about the shows to start the podcast.
So Friday night we're playing at Wunderbar in Littleton, and then Saturday night at the Penguin Club in Oamaru.
Excellent. Where can people get their tickets?
And Under the Radar.
Go to Under the Radar and tell Robots in Love you heard them on our wee station here. So what are we up to today? We're going to do a 3-song set. Sound good with you guys?
Sounds great.
We're a storytelling podcast here at Kiwi Radio, so it's all about the origin stories and things like that. So feel free to get comfortable as you're in your studio right now, Eleanor, Alex, and Tony. We do appreciate you popping in and you're showing us some of your music. So we'll start off with, I've got 3 songs lined up here on the DJ decks. I believe the first one is Crush.
That's right. That's our latest single. I've had lots and lots of views on YouTube, about 160,000 views or something.
That's amazing. How's it feel?
It feels fantastic because we do everything ourselves, did the video ourselves and everything. But the version I think we want to play tonight is the Magnetique remix, which is, I think it's really cool. And I thought you might like to hear it for something different. And Alex, he's our drummer, but he also does a lot of our remixes, and he produced that one.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. And, of course, Tony as well joining us today. We'll start off with the music. We'll just get straight into it. We're here for the hour, and please enjoy a bit of Robots in Love, playing right now on Kiwiradio.nz, simulcast on upfm.co.nz, sponsored by Musician Buddy app.
So see it clearly. This is truth. So hold it dearly. This is truth. So share it freely. This is how we save us. This is how we stay alive. This is how we save us. This is how we survive. This is how we stay unbroken. Activate. Crush it away. Right now we are on top of the game. Right now we are on top of the game. Ideology at the top of your mind, and you are searching for the answers and searching for your kind. All you see before you is a deepening divide. All your best intentions
You're locked into Kiwi Radio. Tonight's showcase is Robots in Love. You can go check them out live as they tour around New Zealand. More about that soon, but first of all, we'd like to welcome the band over to our wonderful podcast. We have Eleanor, Alex, and Tony on the phone right now. So privileged to have them as they set off for a new album as well as gigs coming up this weekend. Starting off with Wonderbar Littleton. That's Friday night, 14th of March 2025. You can go check out tickets at Under the Radar. Go see them because I love this music. The thing that stands out for me, guys, is the polyrhythms that you guys insert. You seem to like changing time signatures and having weird polyrhythms. It's all pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I think it's all of our stuff sort of like a fairly signature as it is. But what we're doing when we're live is sort of dance music, real instruments. So when we're playing live, we've got real bass and we've got real drums on stage. And it's about sort of finding a common ground between the really machine-like stuff and the really human element as well, I think.
It's really cool. I'm listening to a pair of Audio-Technica headphones, so I'm hearing like the full experience. Those
nice.
Those synthesizers are growling. I mean, what is that?
Well, with the Very Pro, that's a brass.
Guys, I'm gonna call and recall again because it seems to be cutting in and out. So I don't know if it's because we're broadcasting from one city to another. I thought I'd try again, guys, because it was cutting in and out. How's this phone line? Is it better?
Yep, sounding a bit better.
Sorry, you were saying. So what's that growling synthesizer in the background? It's fun.
The one right in the intro, a orchestral sample library.
A what? Sorry.
It's a sample library based around for film.
Cutting it out. So maybe it's a trade. Well, let's just call it a trade secret. If you're on Bluetooth or something, maybe put it on speakerphone, guys, or we'll try a different route. But we want to say thank you to everyone joining the chat room right now. We got PJ saying, "What's up, guys? I'm loving the robotic sounds," something along those lines. But guys, could you try speakerphone or something, or try a different route?
We're on speakerphone. Can you hear us?
We can hear you. We can hear you. It's a bit better. Maybe it's because is Alex quite in the background or something?
It's moved closer, Alex.
Okay, yeah, move closer because maybe that's it. But when Eleanor talks, it's fine. It's smooth as.
That's because I'm the taking control.
Hey, yeah. But it's important to have the rhythm. It's they all have elements, don't they? Actually, now that we're talking about the band, maybe we'll do a bit of a round table because it sounds like you've got different flavors, different ingredients. So maybe go around the circle, 20 seconds each. Tell us the origins of your music, your favorite genres, and how it all came about. Maybe how Robots in Love met, that kind of story.
Sure. Well, I had the name Robot for a while, and I've been producing heavy, dark stuff under various names. So, and then I met next.
Yeah. So I've got a variety of different musical experiences. I got drafted into a church choir at the age of 6, and then got drafted into an orchestra when I was about 11. But my main sort of love is prog rock. So I like a lot of quite heavy stuff, but I also like a lot of electronic music as well. And I also really, really like the cinematic, almost film score-ish kind of stuff as well.
So there you go.
And then we got Tony, who's a bass player.
Yeah, I'm the bass player. I've done lots of stuff, played with lots of different styles of music, with lots of different people, played on a bunch of albums for various artists, and I'm sort of from a rock genre, I suppose, is where I come from originally, and grew up with the Police and loved that sort of sound, and bought a fretless bass, and away it went.
So we've been doing this for about
So you've been doing it a long time, huh?
and we've been 18 months.
That's cool. That's cool. And tell us, it's only a few sleeps now to your first weekend gigs. How are you all preparing for that?
Fantastic. We've got a really good lots of projects like that, and new song with it.
Nice. Well, guys, what I'm going to do is play your second track, Alien Love. We'll get back to the band as we iron out some technical glitches. I do understand that it is stuttering, so don't panic, everybody. We'll get that under control, but we'll play a bit of music first. You're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz this wonderful evening, simulcast on upfm.co.nz. Want to take the time to say thank you to our sponsor, Musician Buddy app. Download it now on all Apple devices, iPhone and iPad. It's free to download, and it connects musicians with their audiences. Go check them out. They're Kiwi made. This is Robots in Love playing right now on Kiwi Radio. We'll be right back with the band. Talk a little bit more. I'm going to turn everything on and off. That usually fixes things. Kiwi Radio.
See kaleidoscopes when I make love to you. touch. I'm so attentive. I told you. I even brought you a corsage.
Kiwi Radio. Thanks all for tuning in this wonderful Tuesday evening. We do this each and every week. 140 plus episodes and counting. We are now also on Spotify. All our links are at the bottom of Kiwiradio.nz. Make sure to say hi. We have Eleanor, Alex, and Tony on the phone with us. Got a couple of chat room messages for the band. So PJ is saying, loving the robots, and he's just followed you now on Instagram. So thank you very much, PJ. Paul is got a message for Tony, who's your bass player, saying Tony is a friend from way back.
Paul Lightfoot. What?
Yeah, that's the guy.
That was
So a couple of people listening in, but if you've missed the first half of the hour, we've got Robots in Love. They have got a kick-ass sort of electronic hybrid heavy riffs merged all up into one fantastic sound, and you can go check them out live. I admit, if I'm hearing like a rock group play drum and bass beats, that's always fun. Like, you know, I've seen a couple of acts do that, like Shapeshifter in New Zealand. They're fun to watch when they kick that out. But a question for your drummer, what's your fitness routine? Because playing that live must be a bit of a marathon.
It's definitely a marathon. I don't really have a lot in the way of fitness routine, although I suppose gigging as often as we do is a bit like fitness training in some ways. But a lot of the time, it's something I've noticed with playing music, but especially with playing drums, is that once you're locked into the groove of a song, it's really, really hard to break out of it. And once the song's started, you don't really have a choice but to just hold on for dear life and just keep going until the end. So
and then quietly drop at the end of the set and have a spa.
Well, not so much. It's more of a food and then some beer. But yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you guys working on a new album. We spoke earlier that you're currently in your studio mixing the new album in preparation for the weekend gigs. Maybe do that plug again of where people can buy tickets at Under the Radar, but which cities you're actually playing at, if you want to say that again, please.
Sure. Friday we're in Littleton. Saturday in Oam.
Yeah, awesome. Very excited. So we haven't really got into the storytelling yet. The technical stuff's ironed out, so it always works, turning it on and off again. Beautiful yeah, fixes things straight away. But we just listened to a track called Alien Love. It is the Magnetic remix. So you mentioned that Alex does a lot of your remixes. Speaking of remix, you hopefully liked my fan remix of one of your songs.
Absolutely, really love it. Really.
You know, it's just the fan stuff, right? Usually when bands become iconic, all the fan stuff comes out. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's what I liked about it. I don't know if you played a video game called Command and Conquer Red Alert. Have you played that at all?
No.
Well, they're it's by Westwood Studios, and the composer Frank, he actually busts out Frank Klepacki. Go check him out. He's an American musician and video game composer. But he does a lot of that sort of polyrhythm rock riffs with technical elements.
Okay.
They do this one really cool song. It goes 3, 5, 4, break, like Russian, like, and it's just you guys remind me of them. They've got a cool band called the Tiberian Sons, and Frank Klepacki is a awesome composer, and that's why I really like Robots in Love, because there's parallels to your music, and I can't wait to actually see you live for myself and hear it. Give us a sneak peek of what your shows look like, because it looks like you guys dress up for it. You've got your matching barcodes in your uniform, like you really go full on. What can people expect for the upcoming gigs?
Very energetic. I love running into the crowd and like revving up the on the set. Is usually our last song.
Yeah.
And just having drums and live bass, just lots of energy, but of electronic music.
That's so cool. Robots in Love again, Friday 14th of March, Wonderbar, Littleton. Saturday 15th of March, Penguin Club, Oamaru. And you've also got a April gig, Saturday 5th of April at Feastock, Dunedin. Is that some sort of festival?
Yes, it's a big annual.
Tell
cool
me more
festival.
about Feastock.
Well, it's actually left or right, and it's in their backyard.
Nice.
It's legendary.
Oh, it's like Woodstock. Woodstock, baby.
It is. Woodstock in Dunedin.
I'm just checking out the lineup now. Like, it does look full on. So it's held by Mariota Productions. So you've got a handful of bands there. You're talking Quazilla, Filth Wizard, Left or Right, Leachy Hayes, Robots in Love, of course, who we're interviewing right now, Whirling Eddies, Death and the Maiden, Shaky Hollows, Post Office, and Ivy. Like, oh, that's a full day, right? So what time's your set for that one? Out of interest.
4:30, I think.
Yeah, in the afternoon. Sweet, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, really enjoying the music. Do you want to do any shout outs of your, like, the remixes you're working on? How you got introduced to those people? Maybe do a bit more storytelling.
Actually, we mainly do the remix. What happens is and then Alex adds the drums and kind of finishes it, and then he does a remix, and then I usually do another remix, and then he does another remix.
Wow, it's like Inception.
That's certainly how it works out. I love it, but basically we're remixing Eleanor. So I did one remix, feel a lot more stuff. Eleanor did another, we completely re-recorded the new arrangement. What happens if we turn from Eleanor? Right, we're playing that version live, and I'm thinking, oh God, what? I'm gonna have to play this now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, there's no shame in asking this, but I am curious. Do you have to use a bit of backing tracks for the electronic bits, or how does it all work live?
We do, yes. Electronic.
Nice. Have you
I've
ever
been doing this for years.
Have you ever had
live.
any laptops fail during gigs? I remember seeing Op Shop, one of the biggest Kiwi bands, play, and it was being filmed They had to do like they stopped and started one song like 3 times.
Oh,
So it happens to the best of us. But have you got any horror stories?
no, I personally haven't. I haven't seen-
Oh, the tech gods are with you then. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Or maybe you've
Been
just
doing
got
it for-
really good equipment. There you go.
Yeah, well, we haven't had anything like that dramatic. We haven't had anything that's completely on up. There's definitely a couple. We live. We run the backing electronics and the click track out of Ableton, and there's been a couple of times where the click track's been completely out of sync with the electronics, and it's been a real challenge.
Yeah, to kind of swing back and lock into place. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're having to permanently place click here and everything having to play out of time with.
I actually
region-
saw a drummer at one gig because mainly when drummers are playing to a click track, they've got the in-ears. I saw one drummer wear a bracelet and it pulses to the tempo.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty unique.
Yeah, I've seen similar to that. There's another one, this particular kind of drum throat, which a lot of people use to actually like kind of pulse. But I've also seen other drummer from a band called where his in-ears drum tech sitting on the side of the stage just whacking his thigh with a drumstick for the entire set to keep him in time.
What about you, Eleanor? Vocal exercises, how does that look for you?
Oh no, I don't really think of myself. I think of myself more as a producer. So I just try and write well.
And your bass player, any rituals? Any rituals there, Tony?
I
You
like
can
to
leave out the sacrificing of any toasters or electronics, rewiring them into robots or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we do that.
You do? Yeah. I thought you did. Yeah, for sure. Where were you when I needed you in the apocalypse of year 2000, Y2K? Where was the robots in love? Needed you guys back then. Man. Whew, the world was ending. But we survived. We survived.
Back then, I was only 4. So.
Oh, you were still in the embryo almost. The
Still
sequel.
a baby.
The sequel is the next song. This is the one that I remixed personally. This is one I really like. The bridge is really cool. Tell us about the origins of the sequel.
It started off to be started off singing, well, we'll have fun. And then it just went dark really quickly about this dystopian future. And I did kind of a heavy industrial version of it. And then we were in Melbourne and we went to see Bring Me the Horizon. And I said to Alex, why don't you do a remix like Bring Me the Horizon? And he completely added 2 minutes to the song of guitars.
Yeah. Because it did
version
sound
we played.
like 2 songs in one almost. There's some really cool songs out there, like Paranoid Android. I remember an interview about that. They were basically saying it was 2 song ideas that they've mashed together. So really, this was your equivalent.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very much a kind of prog rock arrangement in some ways. It's quite a compact prog rock arrangement. But yeah, no, it started off being a lot more kind of gritty and electronic, but it really went to quite a metal place after we saw Bring the Horizon. And got to give a quick shout out to Melbourne guitarist, a guy called Mick Thornley, who came up with the main riff that's playing in the verses, that almost Rammstein-ish kind of.
That one, eh?
No, like the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We went in first day rehearsal over there. And basically, as soon as we started playing that, we just went, okay, this is perfect. This
Yeah.
has to go.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool little nugget. There's a sample too. The future controls the past. It's like this dystopian female thing. Is that you, Eleanor, or is that what is that?
No, it's a robot. Just typed it in.
Oh, even cooler. Hence the name. The future.
If you notice, there's an X.
That's cool. Where are you guys now? Are you in Auckland? Did you say? Like, while you're
Dunedin.
playing Dunedin? Okay. Is it raining there? Out of curiosity, or what's the story? What's the weather? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because when you listen back to this podcast, unfortunately, you will hear it stuttering. Like, we do get some of it, but it does stutter. Or maybe, guys, and this is my tinfoil hat coming on, maybe I'm speaking to a bunch of robots. Uh-oh.
Error 404.
I'm talking to robots in love.
I've got a button with it.
Robot.
Yeah. I haven't used that button, actually, in a while.
That's good.
I like this one.
Hey guys! Welcome to Kiwi Radio. I'm talking to
Robots in love.
Sample that one, people.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite.
Did not compute. What was the coolest, weirdest, or sexiest thing you've put on ChatGPT? Be honest, Eleanor, Alex, or Tony.
Can't say.
I don't think I've actually yet.
Yeah? You sure about that? Okay.
Yeah, right. So
Now, Tony's in the back with the bass schlappenoon. Tell me, what makes a good rhythm section? And Alex is looking at you like,
Jeez.
are you spying on us?
What makes a good rhythm section? A good rhythm section requires a good bass player and a good drummer, and we work together. And
I
that's
thought you were
what
going to say
works.
steroids, but that is a good answer.
Ability to play with.
You guys have an amazing combination. I love what you're doing. Robots in Love, very exciting band. We all need to check out. They're playing live right now. Please go add them on Instagram as well. I've got you the link, so bookmark instagram.com/robotsinlove. They've got a Bandcamp, which is robotsinlove.bandcamp.com, and a link tree with all their socials, linktr.ee/robotsinlovemusic. We're going to play the sequel now, and we'll be back with the band. That's the 3 songs, and I hope you're enjoying these tunes. You're locked into Kiwiradio.nz. We are simulcast on upfm.co.nz.
Welcome to a brand new day. We will have fun today. Everything will go my way when we go out hunting prey. We are the rulers of this new land. The past has left us in control. We are survivors of this through the gates, through the walls, to the steeple. 'Cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal. gates, through the walls to the steeple, 'cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal. Welcome to this world we've made. We trust you will obey. And if you go astray, we have ways to make you stay. We are the rulers of this new land. You have left us in control. We are survivors of this war. Through the gates, through the walls to the steeple, 'cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal. Through the gates, through the walls to the steeple, 'cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal. Through the gates, through the walls to the steeple, 'cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal. Through the gates, through the walls to the steeple, 'cause we have reached the sequel. Diversity of people, take your place, 'cause we are equal.
You're tuned into Kiwi Radio. That is Robots in Love. It's if 9 Inch Nails made babies with a couple of electric drills, you get that amazing wall of sound. Robots in Love. Get it? Because nails, drills. Anyway, yeah, we'll stop there. We want to thank you for this amazing music that you're putting out. Now, you've got a studio. What is a good day in the studio? What inspires a good muse for the day?
Starting a song is always my favourite bit.
Of course.
getting the original idea and then getting the lyrics and then sort of putting it all down and then sending it to Alex.
Now, Eleanor, you're the lyricist department. Where do you get your inspiration from?
A lot of science fiction. I love science fiction because it sort of takes you to the extremes. And so you see what could happen if things could go.
Yeah, that's so true. I watch a lot of either dystopian sci-fi or ones where you get stuck in the middle of space. Like, I'm obsessed with that kind of genre. What are some of your best like sci-fi movies that you recommend and why?
Oh, well, at the moment I'd recommend Severance.
Guys, Alex,
Are you
Tony, anything to add?
I haven't seen Severance yet, but I have recommendations on that one. I think Black Mirror is another to check out as well.
Cool. I'll add them into my watch list. And I love lots of like. There's a good '90s movie called Contact. You have seen that one?
I don't think so.
So Contact is 1997, and it's you need to go check it out. Basically, it starts off one direction, but then it goes completely bizarro 180, and it stars the wonderful and beautiful Jodie Foster, so you can't go wrong.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, check it out. It's 1997, so it is pretty old school, but it is nice. Like, it still ages well, basically. So.
I think I've seen a still from zoom in on some it's a drum scene or a It's changing the unit.
We've got you for another 10 minutes of the show. It's almost 8. It's the fastest hour of radio. Now, Tony, your wonderful friend Paul has, well, two things. He's just become a member in the Music Backstage Pass at Kiwi Radio. So we do appreciate that. Thank you, Paul, because that helps with the radio service. We are independent after all. But we are lining up an interview with your friend Paul there, Tony. So that should be fun. We announce all the upcoming artists that we have in the podcast. We're booked till August. So if you want to be, if you're listening right now, you need to email me at kiwiradio@proton.me because, yeah, booked till August. That's a couple of months ahead. So we want to thank everyone for submitting their music. We've had over 6,600 submissions now, which is crazy to think because that is a lot of music from a little country. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Robots in Love is some of the best rock music, so we definitely need to put that on the A spin. So this has been a really cool interview, really. I don't know if you've got time for 5 minutes, but I wanted to show you that Frank from Command and Conquer, some of his music, because I think you'd enjoy it. And there's elements of parallels between your music. I don't know, do you want to listen to it?
We really would. I'm like,
yeah?
we can't think of anyone like.
Okay, well, I'll play it right now. There's a track called Hell's March, and the sample in it is in a video game. So go play some Command and Conquer Red Alert. I think they did a remaster on Steam if you're a computer gamer. But I want your reaction, guys. So have a listen. It's about 5 minutes. It's by Frank Klepaki from America. It's called Hell's March. Kiwi Radio, where you can hear some of the coolest tunes. won't play the full song because there's another 4 minutes, but that's a teaser, Robots in Love. What do you think?
Very good. I like that sound.
Cool, isn't it? You guys remind me of them.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool comparison. It reminds me a bit of the game soundtrack, like the Doom games.
Oh, yeah? Who's the composer for Doom games?
Mick Gordon.
Okay.
Really good producer. Does a very, very fine. He sampled chains and turned it into a synth.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea of sampling something so... Like, I was listening to some interviews of, I think it's Billie Eilish. Yeah, definitely Billie Eilish. And when she was touring Australia, New Zealand, she found it hilarious, the sound of the crossings when that goes... boop, 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 right? That thing?
Yeah,
Apparently in
I've
America, it's not a thing, so she sampled it, and in one of her tracks, she kind of slowed it down a little bit to the sync of the drum loop, and it sounded really cool. So, she just did that.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's really cool.
That's cool. Well, some ideas there for the new album or, future albums. I mean, anything goes, really, when you've got a band called Robots in Love. We wish you the best for the gigs coming up. We can't wait to see photos or whatever you put up after the fact. But we hope, most importantly, we hope that people do snap up those tickets at Under the Radar to go see you live and experience it for themselves. It's a night of epic electronic rock. You can't go wrong with that. Robots in Love in the building. I want to say thank you for coming on the show. I will sign off with my remix, but you can listen to this on playback, guys. I'm not going to make you listen through it. But was there any final words for our lovely audience before you continue tip-tapping away there in your studio tonight?
No, just make contact with Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you for having.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you very much. We hope the weather clears up in Dunedin. We get a little bit of a better reception. But otherwise, it has been fun. Alex, Tony, Eleanor. I'm pretty 50% convinced I'm still talking to robots, but I'm not quite sure yet. You seem legit, but, AI has come a long way. And either or, you're pretty cool algorithms. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
They've definitely downloaded some cool personalities, and I think you're a rockin' cool band, and we hope to hear more from you in the future. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And any final words for the apocalypse?
Have fun.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, and stay cool, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Thanks very much.
Cool, guys. I really enjoyed it. See you later. Bye. Robots in Love. I'm going to sign off now with my remix of theirs. I went to remix the sequel. This is the Ralphie version playing now, the Future Controls Past Ralphie version. And that should conclude the show. I want to say thank you very much to Musician Buddy for sponsoring the show. You can also become a sponsor if you like. It's very easy. You just go over to the one-on-one tier at Kiwi Radio. Especially if you're a local company as well, we would really appreciate it. Or if you're an individual that likes what we do, please consider taking advantage of that musician backstage pass or the MP3 archives, and you do get bonus content in return, and you do help our independent radio servers because things cost, baby. Anyways, if you're still in the chat room, please say goodbye. Thank you, and we will be back next week, same time, same channel. Tuesday nights, every week, 7 to 8 p.m. New Zealand time. And with that, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
The
Thanks, everyone. That is the show. Cobalt Blue will be joining us next week, and otherwise we're here every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. New Zealand time. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.